I did a fake out. Oh, well, I want to get things started, so like I started it, but since I didn't have like starting soon like as the default, it like looked like we were gonna do it, and then I immediately switched to it. But I didn't mute myself, so everyone could hear me saying this on the starting soon screen. Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna put on some music. Let's see. Yeah. Wonderful. Alright. Now we can go ahead and get started. This was also enough time for Foundry to log me into the world. So that's good. Oh, hold on. Go here. Get rid of ads and quests, all that fun stuff. And then go. Perfection. Alright. So here we are, another Friday, and rather than do a formal vodcast, time is limited with work and, you know, other things. So we need to spend every minute we can working on the stuff that needs to be worked on, and in this case, it is definitely the extra, excuse me, the ExtraLife marathon coming up November 2nd and 3rd. This week did make some progress. The ExtraLife page is updated for this year, and it do got some sponsors on it. It do got some sponsors now. Let me see. We got some pretty good sponsors. I'm waiting to hear back from some other people, but I got some confirmed ones. Let me see. Throw it up on the screen here. All right. So it's up. I finalized the donation menu, which we talked about, I think, 2 weeks ago. That sounds right. 2 weeks ago. You want me to read it over real quick, or you checked it out already?
Yeah, I checked it out.
Okay. I basically just.
But if we could, if we want to do it for the people listening, but yeah, it's on the website.
One thing that we need to add is sort of like some legalese, and I'll explain why in a sec. All right. So donation menu, got a favorite player you can donate to ExtraLife, and in the donation comment, tell us which player or DM you'd like to help out with the donation. Donations made, oh, we got a typo there, without an incentive chosen or a player listed will be split credit among all players. Okay, I mean, those are definitely English words that sort of work together. That's cool. Players and DMs. So we got Boons and Banes, and it basically says Boons and Banes cancel each other out in a 1-to-1 ratio. Does the check have 3 Banes and 2 Boons? You roll 1 extra die and keep the highest result. Boons and Banes must be declared and settled before the check is made. This is not a fortune-misfortune effect. So, there you go. Now, player and DMs means that people who are not participating, they shouldn't donate for these. You know what? I'm going to go into the edit mode because it's looking a hot mess here. Yeah. I don't know what happened. I don't know if you've ever tried to edit this, but their tools for editing are a nightmare. They don't use Markdown. I don't know what kind of weird system they use, but it's a mess. That's why there's like 3 different fonts and like different sizes and stuff. All right, well, let me try again. All right, go down here. Leshy. All right, you can donate to ExtraLife. Also, Grammarly isn't allowed into this window, so like, yeah, so the dyslexia illiteracy hurdle is pretty high when it comes to writing the ExtraLife page. So you can donate to ExtraLife in the donation comment, tell us which player or DM, I guess it's GMs this year. Let's see. You'd like to help out with the donation. Donations made without an incentive chosen or a player listed will be split among players. Okay, and then we go down here, and it's just like out of nowhere, it's just a mess down here. So we'll fix that. Don't know why it returned a line here. All right. Let's see. And then we got $10 for hero point. Do you like hero points? Who doesn't? With extra juicy exploding Leshy running around, keeping one on hand is always a good idea. Be careful, you lose all your hero points when you stabilize or die, unless she can burn all their current hit points to survive juicing with 1 HP. You can have more than 3. Buyer beware can only be purchased when you roll initiative or at checkpoints. Okay. Then we got starts at 5 USD. Pac-Man, do you want to take a 4th action or more each round? Your first extra action point is 5 USD. The second extra is 10. The third extra is 20. How much is casting 2 spells a round worth? It's for charity. And then we got 20 USD locked and loaded. You gain a crit token. You can spend this token to make any successful check a critical success. That's what we should call it.
Yeah.
Okay. This is declared after the check is finalized. Can only be purchased when you roll initiative or at checkpoints. Alright, so then we move into anyone, and these are the ones that they can purchase from the sidebar. I have to set up the sidebar. And then it's going to prompt them like, who is it for and what is it, all that crap. So gift from heaven, pick a game, green or purple. An unopened Gashapon appears on the map in a randomly determined location. The GM will also read aloud whatever message you attach to this donation. If no game color is specified, it will be randomly chosen. So I want to put a caveat for we'll read whatever message to be appropriate for Twitch that does not have political or religious blah 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 blah. But I feel like we don't want to open a can of worms on that one. You know what I'm saying? Because it's an American election year. People are crazy. So
yeah.
So we should probably add a caveat somewhere in here that's like, hey, we'll read it if it's appropriate to read it.
I guess the easiest thing to do that is that we have the right to just not read it. Not read it out loud.
Okay. So we could put that somewhere. Okay, we could put under donation menu. You are encouraged to leave a supportive or encouraging comment along with your donation! ! If we feel the comment is appropriate to share on Twitch, we will make sure to read it out loud when the donation is redeemed or activated. Does that work?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then let's see. 15, activate your trap card. Pick a game, green or purple. The GM springs a trap, wandering monster, hazard, or haunt, randomly determined. So rather than have just wandering monster, I figured we just throw it all into one deck. So, let's see. The GM will also read aloud whatever message you attach to the donation. If no game color is specified, it will be randomly chosen. Double trapped, you plant a trap in both green and purple games as above. $20, juice a Leshy. Choose a Leshy, it explodes, creating a cross-shaped template that targets their space and a line as wide and tall as the Leshy that travels north, south, east, and west until colliding with a wall. This effect, known as the juicing, deals 5d6 exploding juice and 5d6 exploding force damage. These exclamation mark equals these dice can explode infinitely. With a DC 15 plus APL basic fortitude save. Now, we're not telling them up front that all Leshies are
so
vulnerable to juice damage, right? Is that what it's called? Is juice damage?
Yeah, it's called juice damage. I think one thing with the APL thing though is that remember we're not doing we're doing proficiency without level.
Right.
So at some point when they're at level 20, it's going to be 15 plus 20.
Oh, and it'll just be impossible to do?
Yeah.
Well, how do we scale it then?
I mean, do they have they probably have, I wonder if they have a chart for what you call it? Proficiency without level, like the level DCs, like for what level they are, depending on there's actually one for train, expert, and master. So why don't we just upgrade it each tier? So level 5, it's up until level 5 is a train DC, which I think is 15. Level 10, it's after level 5 it turns into an expert DC, which I think is like 17 or something like that. And then
so
they have a chart for it
with a basic fortitude save that scales with marathon progress.
Yep.
We could also just tie it to the hours that we've played. Like it's 10 plus 2 times the however many or 10 plus the number of hours we played, or something like that.
There's a chart, so we just say once they get level 5, it moves to the next line on the chart.
Nice. Okay. Any Leshy who critically fails against this effect is killed by this effect, which is obviously every Leshy, right? Unless they have some bamboozle at work.
Yeah.
Or uses a hero point to survive this effect, causes another the juicing to occur, though they themselves are unaffected by this new juicing. This can only trigger during initiative-based encounters, because we had a lot of blow them up right now, and it was weird to get the timing right. They're just exploring, they're not in initiative, and then we're like, oh, well, you just got blown up. So I feel like, it should be something reserved for initiative, essentially. All right, let's see.
Yeah, there were a bunch of explosions a bunch of juicings in the lock and load and ready.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a real bad time if you roll initiative.
We're about to roll initiative. Okay, hold on. Before we roll initiative, I'm gonna bring it by a hero point.
Let's see. You cause. Oh, hold on. The GM will read any attached message you had on the donation. Okay. $30. The juice is loose. You cause a random Leshy PC from green team and another Leshy from purple team. Another random. There we go. Leshy from purple team to get juiced. This can only trigger during initiative-based encounters, etc., etc. $40 to make my monster grow, and I wanted to run this one by you. Let's see. Choose a game, green or purple. You give the DM or the GM a repulsa token. Alright, this can be used to make any monster go kaiju. A kaiju monster gains +5 status bonus to all checks and DCs, 200 temp HP, and is increased to a 5x5 size. If it was already a 5x5 size or larger, increase its size by 5 units in all directions. A kaiju'd monster can be kaiju'd a second time, but I feel like we should cap it at that. If so, the benefits are doubled. I don't know. What?
Part of me wants to say, this is all this juice thing. You create. So 5x5, you can double it. Once you double it, we got to roll on a table. If it I don't know, maybe there's a number, it explodes because it just got too big.
Well, how about this?
And that's the end of a monster.
If a kaiju, here we go. If a monster is kaiju'd a third time, it explodes, creating a massive juicing and dying in the process. So for $120, they could just kill any boss. Okay.
That's fine.
That'll move things along a little bit this year.
Yeah, for
listen,
5 the kids.
I know last year people would have paid $120 to kill some of them bosses.
Yeah. I mean that chain boss. I mean,
yeah. All right, fair enough. This can only trigger during initiative-based encounters. The GM. All right, that sounds good. But if they only get kaiju twice, now you've got a monster where no one else gets level bonuses that now has a +10 to everything and 400 temp HP. So you might as well spend another $40 to blow it up at that point. Wait. How about this, though? A monster can only be kaiju'd once per combat round. So you gotta deal with it for at least one round. I like that.
I mean, if someone pays $140, they gotta survive 3 rounds.
Yeah. A monster can only be kaiju'd once per combat round. Oh, that's fantastic. So you gotta go a whole round of the monster being like plus 10 plus to everything 400 HP. All right, what do we got in chat here?
I think the only thing that's missing in this list is that there's nothing here for anyone to help besides Gift from Heaven. There's nothing in here anyone could do to help do something good besides Gift from Heaven.
Okay. What good things do you think there should be? I mean, there's gashapons, right? That's the Gift from Heaven, but
yeah, there's only one thing they can do to help to help. I guess if you think about it, blowing up the monster is also helping, but it's going to be bad in the meantime.
All right. Well, what if somebody kaiju's a player?
Okay. Do we want to move hero points to? Kaiju's a player. Okay, yeah, I think that works. And the same thing applies.
But I think I don't think we should be able to kaiju a player. That's too much power for only $40.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on. Make my monster grow. Blah blah blah. PCs and their allies cannot be kaiju'd. All right, hold on. I'm going to put down here 50 USD. However, ... Let's go plus ultra. All right. Choose one PC, that Leshy is infused with the power of the, what's that Pathfinder big guffin called that turns everybody into gods? The Starstone or some shit?
Yeah.
Is it the Starstone?
Yeah.
Okay. With the power of the Starstone. As part of this donation, choose one word, using that word, the GM will grant that PC godlike powers, themed to the word. How long should this buff last for $50? An entire combat?
That's a lot.
1 meta hour? 1 meta hour seems like... I like 1 meta hour. I feel like they'll be Russian, though, if it's 1 meta hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Godlike powers themed to the word. This will last the rest of the current combat, or the entire duration of the next combat if the PC is not in combat yet. Okay. That seems pretty good. We're leaving it pretty vague, though. But I kind of like that.
I mean, I guess the question is, if someone gives us a word, how are we going to give that godlike power?
I don't know. Well, all right, here. I'm going to throw one at you. Okay. Beyonce. That's the word I picked. Beyonce. Give me godlike powers. What's my godlike powers for Beyonce?
You can teleport any creature to the left side of the screen.
Nice. Okay, that's pretty good. So one Pac-Man, you just teleport a creature to the left side. Beautiful.
No save.
You did it. Perfect. You got to be on your toes, man. That thing comes in at hour 21. I don't know. Maybe we go to chat for help on that. Yeah. Could it just be a godlike power they keep the rest of the campaign? No, that seems too strong, right? That seems too strong. So, maybe, though. It'd be kind of fun.
I mean, if we make the godlike power something that can sustain itself, yeah, I mean...
You'd be okay with a no saving throw teleport to the left side of the screen for one Pac-Man for the whole campaign? Or just one fight?
haven't seen all the maps. So yeah, probably, maybe.
Okay. What about choose one PC that Leshy is granted a token of power, I don't know what to call it.
What if the for the duration they get their plus level, their level 2?
There you go. Okay, so choose one PC that Leshy is granted a Starstone shard infused with the power of the Starstone. As part of this donation, choose one word. Using that word, the GM will grant that PC godlike powers themed to the word that will last the rest of the current combat or the entire duration of the next combat if the PC is not in combat yet. Additionally, that PC will gain a +5 bonus to all checks and DCs, comma, and maybe instead of like temp HP, give him fast healing or something. Like fast healing equal to their level. This is pretty good. Could just give him the 200 temp HP though. It's a lot of temp HP. But it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if you get juiced.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. That seems good. Alright. Let's see. Beautiful.
I think the temp HP is fine, because that means that any damage they take during the fight, it's just going to go to that temp HP. So like they're almost like, you know, I think temp HP is fine.
I like that more than them getting kaiju. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it got so crowded and crazy and hard to see last year. This is more like, you know, yeah, heroic, I feel. This is more heroic. All right, so now we have something for the PCs. There we go. All right. So I'll put the however up here. Comma, however. There we go. Beautiful. All right, and then I'll update it. Oh, I wanted to show you what I wanted to work on today with the 34 minutes we have left is the Gashapon orbs. I thought we could work on the Gashapon orbs. Okay. So here's our current sponsors. We got the Forge VTT. We got Actual Foundry VTT. Apparently they got some, you know, of that Wizards of the Coast Dungeons and Dragons 2024 money. You know what I'm saying? Feeling pretty generous this year. So we're looking at probably, you know, maybe some licenses to give out. Should be pretty good. We'll see. We got this company called Paizo said that they're going to provide a ton of stuff. So not exactly sure who this Paizo is. I think it's some kind of pizza company. Sounds like a pizza company, but hopefully they have some good stuff for us. Tom Cardos, as always. Burrowbound, which is like a team up between Zapiku and some other artists. They're going to be donating something, which is pretty exciting. Dr. Mapso, yes, the intelligent octopus, yeah. Evil Genius Games, they make the 5e modern game system, and then me, I'll make something to donate as well. So I think there's other stuff, but it hasn't been officially confirmed, but I'm in talks with many other people. So I think it will be another amazing value to donate $25 and you will get a shitload of cool stuff. So that everybody should plan on donating at least $25 because you're going to get some pretty cool stuff. All right, and then I don't know what's going in the giveaway. I know we got some physical bundles of stuff to give out this year, which is kind of exciting. I hate physical bundle prizes because I am very bad at mailing things to people, but I will try my best. So yeah, we got some physical bundles to hand out, and then we'll have some very big digital bundles. I know if Heroic Maps gets back to me, they always do like a huge, like $200 bundle as like one of our prizes every year. I think it's usually, they like it to be for like the highest donor. Like the highest donor, they just give them like, pick out $200 worth of Heroic Maps from like Drive-Thru RPG or whatever. So that's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna update story and we're good. All right, so Gashapon orbs. Alrighty. I'm gonna grab last year's list. No, I already duplicated it. I don't know when I did. Maybe 2 weeks ago. All right. And then I'll share it with you. I'll share it with you off screen so people don't, see your address and send you like naked pictures and stuff. All right, there we go. Happens
Yep.
more than you think. Happens more than you think. Poor Dom. All right. Let's see. I also noticed, this probably isn't the forum for this, I did notice that your lawyers finally took down the on their last leg sound bit, so I'm glad that our friendship was able to survive all the legal action that took place there. But
yeah,
it was a
journey. You gotta introduce me to his lawyer so I can know who did it.
Okay, well,
I haven't met him yet.
Listen, it's it's like a limited edition thing. Like people that got to enjoy it, they did. Now everyone's stuck with turtle sounds, so that's all we have left. All right, so we're in here. Let's do it. We're gonna go and view fit. Okay. All right, I had an AI build a ton of these today. You are award-winning, highly experienced magical item designer for 5th edition D&D. Blah blah blah. Okay, so what we're gonna do this time is I want to take this, but I'm gonna feed it back into the AI. And I'm going to say, you're a Pathfinder person. This is an example of something we used for 5th edition D&D. I want you to do something similar with Pathfinder 2nd edition. Just to give us some ideas. But I have a ton of ideas based on things that happened last year that I definitely want to do. So hold on a second. All right, so we're going to go here. Go open a new world. There we go. Nope. Wake up, little robot. There you go. All right. We need some help designing crazy, overpowered boons, buffs, feats, abilities, and magical items for a charity game we will be running for ExtraLife. The game will feature 2 groups that are friendly rivals, and some of the results on this 100 result table should play with the theme of players swapping teams/games and spying /buffing/debuffing the rival teams. Okay. The theme of this year's marathon game is, and this is where we'll copy the little hype thing right here. All right. Only the less you can save us, blah blah blah. Okay. And then players and stream viewers can donate money to buy and activate special abilities like this. Okay, so then we're gonna give them the donation menu. So basically we're teaching the AI like, yo, this is what we do. This is an example of the kind of bullshit that we deal with. All right, and now we say, let's see. I am going to attach last year's list, comma, it was created for 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, comma, so we will need to make 100 new things that work with Pathfinder 2E. Should we also mention that we're doing proficiency without levels or whatever, levels without proficiency? You think? Will that affect its design decisions?
Probably.
Okay, so what's the official term for it?
Efficiency without level.
Okay, we are using the house rule.
It's a variant. It's a variant rule because it's it's actually in the book.
All right, we are using the variant rule. Proficiency without levels. Are we using milestone or XP?
We're doing milestone because of time.
Okay.
Everything's based off the hour.
We are using milestone for leveling. Okay. And then finally, what else do we need to tell them? Got potential players, food fight, info, monsters to check out, dungeon locations. Oh, it must be in the players guide. Hold on. ExtraLife 2024 player primer. I'm gonna grab the not the house rules, but the character build guidelines. Okay. All right. And these are the character building guidelines. All right, then we attach our Gashapon ideas from last year, and now
right now I'm just
bam.
I just took a moment to just like open up the companion browser and set it up to like level 16 to 20 equipment. I'm just looking through it to see if there's anything that's cool.
Okay.
All right.
For your charity game, I suggest some fun, overpowered abilities, buffs, and boons specifically for Pathfinder 2 Remaster that tie into your theme of Leshy saving Galarian and the rivalry between teams. All right, it is cranking out 100 of these. So what we do is we let it cook, we take them into the actual Google document, and then we go one by one and say, this is busted, adjust this like this would actually work better like that, this is stupid, delete it, we'll come up with something ourselves. So yeah. Let's see.
I found one that's really cool here called Celestial Peach.
Okay. Alright, these are great. Can you generate... It made 12, so what, 88 more? Is that right? 88 more? Alright, so while it's cooking those, I'll move this over here because it hates being a background tab. Alright, so we're going to have this as 5E 2023 ideas. Will be down there. But then we'll put the new stuff up here, of which we only have 12. But I am curious what they came up with. So let's see. Green Mother's Grasp. A vine-like extension from the Green Mother allows the Leshy to grab any rival player or enemy within 30 feet. The Leshy and the target swap places. For the next round, the Leshy gains the benefits of the target's buffs, feats, or special abilities while the target is restrained by the vine. Swap element forces a random player to switch teams for one encounter. I feel like it tried to do too much at once without actually doing any of the things that we needed it to do, which is, you know, kind of a thing. Let's see. Kedifis's Shadow Bow. A bow made from pure shadow that can only be fired once per encounter. The arrow splits into two and each strikes a player on the opposite team. The players must swap roles for the next combat encounter. What? That's crazy. All right, it's all right. Theme: spying, manipulation, a role swap to mess with tactics. I think it's too horny about the rival teams aspect. Like it's yeah. All right. The Green Mother's Blessing. When activated, this boon heals the Leshy to full HP and grants resist all 10 for the rest of combat. The Leshy also gains the ability to juice at will, triggering an explosive juicing event in the next encounter. Okay, that's kind of cool. I mean, that one's pretty good. That one's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Chaotic Harvest. This ability summons a massive, uncontrolled plant growth on the battlefield. The growth erupts randomly across both teams, but the Leshy who summoned it gains insight into where it will grow. The Leshy can direct the plant to trap one rival team member. Well, in this case, we'll make it bad guys. Forcing them to switch to... Oh my god. Stop! It's too much switching! Alright, Leshy Agent's Secret. This consumable transforms the Leshy into a perfect copy of any enemy or rival player for one encounter. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that one's good.
That's pretty cool. Okay. What if all 5 of them get it? I always think about that, like, what if all 5 get it?
That's great.
Yeah. Alright, so this is a good one. Let's see. Tree Twister Totem. This totem allows the Leshy to twist the environment to their advantage. It creates a massive entangling forest over a 100-foot area. Okay. That deals 4d6 piercing and bludgeoning damage. So is it 4d6 piercing and 4d6 bludgeoning damage? That was fucking cracked right there. Per turn, to all enemies trapped within. If a player is caught in the forest, they are teleported to the opposite team's battlefield and become their ally for the next encounter. There's potential here. It's potential. I almost feel like it should just move everybody to another map. Is what should happen. The Tree Twister Totem. Like... okay.
I would say, it'd be kind of cool if it was sort of you activate it and it just teleports you someplace else inside this map. Like they're in the adventure, all of a sudden they get teleport. Like, I don't know how we determine where yet, but like they just teleported them to a different starting point.
Okay. All right.
I mean, it could be bad, it could be good.
Juicer's Legacy. When the Leshy...
It flips both teams.
It flips both teams?
Yeah, so like your team, your people become my people.
Like wherever they are? Oh, man.
The whole team just switches.
And then so the other team takes... Oh, man. Okay, so Tree Twister Totem. I feel like there could be a better name for it, but we could do Complete Team Swap. GM and current progress stays the same, but the players switch. Does that include the streamer?
I guess so.
Oh my god! Alright, including streamer. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Juicer's Legacy. When the Leshy is juiced by a donation, they release an even stronger explosion. The damage increases to 10d6 juice and 10d6 force, and any critical failures result in more explosions from nearby enemies. Oh, that's fucking sick. Alright, so this should be... What were we calling...
Why would anybody want that gachapon?
Well, what are we calling the bloodlines, but they're like not bloodlines because...
Spirit Link.
What? Spirit Links?
Spirit Link.
Alright, so this is a Spirit Link. So like, you just have super juicing. But the fact that you could make enemies juice, that's rad.
Yeah.
Alright. Making enemies juice is rad. Okay, that's pretty good. Gift of the Great Oak. This boon grants the Leshy the ability to communicate with all plants and animals on the battlefield, giving them control over the environment. The plants and animals can entangle and attack enemies or assist. Once per combat, the Leshy can order the battlefield to shift in favor of their team, forcing the enemy to swap with their rival. It's so excited about this rival team. We can't obviously have every Gashapon be a rival team one. I think like at the end of the day, permanent speak with plants and animals is fine. And we could make it a Spirit Link.
Yeah.
Alright, Tree Razor's Temptation. The Leshy succumbs to a temporary corruption from Tree Razor's dark influence, granting a +10 to attack rolls and damage dealt for one combat. However, the Leshy betrays their own team by sharing critical strategies with the rival team. Sort of into it. What if Okay, what if we took secret tag? All right, and then when all enemies are defeated, the affected player turns on their allies. No? It's spicy. It's spicy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think how would that play out.
Okay. While in this state, they are a let's see. While in this state, they are treated as a NPC monster, comma, not a PC. So they could be kaiju'd. That's kind of fun. So what I'm thinking is, it would be
the player still plays as their evil version?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it should be a consumable with the secret tag. So like you eat it and then you become like heckin' strong, but then you don't realize that you can't like stop. You know, like once you start like wrecking, you can't stop.
Ominous fruit. That's the name of it.
Instead of Tree Raiser's Temptation, call it Ominous Fruit. All right.
Yeah.
Ominous Fruit. All right, beautiful. Wild Growth Boon. This is a team boon. It says, all Leshy and the chosen team are empowered by the Green Mother's grace. Each player on the team gains the ability to juice once per combat, even without donations. I don't think it understands people probably don't want to juice themselves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's like real excited about the idea of juicing and the idea that there's two games at once. And I respect that because it probably never sees crazy stuff like this ever. I'm using like the Pathfinder 2E GPT, so...
I mean, like the good thing about this is that we're getting the ideas for those gachapons, the ones that do the flipping, and do the juicing, and then the rest we can just fill in with
items and stuff like that, extra feats, extra stuff like that. All Leshy and the chosen team are empowered. They can juice. Additionally, they may swap positions or abilities with players on the opposite team. Hold on, I kind of like this. Why don't we call it Farmers Market? Hold on. So Farmers Market is an event, and basically pause both games, comma, you may travel to the rival team's game and trade one of your feats or abilities for one of theirs, comma, this is a permanent swap.
Should we allow this switch spirit links as well?
Both parties must be willing. Oh yeah, we should include spirit links on there too. So one of your spirit links feats or abilities, comma, we should also put here, the games will remain paused until someone makes a trade with you.
Oh no. Filibustering.
Alright. The Forest Eye. This is an artifact. This ancient Leshy artifact allows the user to spy on the rival team.
Okay. Yep. There we go.
They loved that last year. They loved it last year. Well, I mean,
keep that.
All right.
Leah loved it last year.
The Leshy can choose one enemy player and steal one of their buffs or abilities for the duration of the... Oh, wow. Okay, so if you are spying during an encounter, comma, the Leshy can choose one enemy player and steal one of their buffs or abilities for the duration of the encounter. Dang, that's rough. That's rough, homie. Alright, this is a good one. Okay. Good one.
Somebody gets plus ultra and then they take it away from them.
Oh my god! Alright, Mother's Wrath, a godly boon. If activated, this godlike power grants the Leshy the strength of the Green Mother and Ketaphys combined. They receive a +10 to all stats and can choose to merge with another Leshy, creating a hybrid. I think we've had this before, with their combined powers of both characters. This merged Leshy also swaps places. Nope, we're going to get rid of that swap places part.
Oh.
What?
They have rules for two-handed characters and stuff like that. So
yeah.
And people mounting on each other. So, I mean, they just become one character that share 4 actions.
After the encounter, comma, the +10 bonus fades, comma, but both Leshy remain fused forever. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So that's another good one. All right. Did this inspire you to come up with any that we should like crack out real quick, or do you want to see a few more from the robots?
Okay, if we're trying to, we're trying to work out the custom ones to be more on theme rather than just items.
Mm-hmm.
So I think probably a good one would be
I was gonna put. Here's one that I had. I was going to put Cornucopia, and it was gonna be a spirit link. And Cornucopia, you can change your Leshy subrace at any outside of initiative. You can just change it at any time.
Your heritage, your Leshy heritage.
Yeah.
Change it.
You may change your Leshy heritage at any time. Works outside of initiative. That's pretty cool, right? I mean, it's not crazy, but I thought it was good with the theme. All right, I also had another one. I was going to put vegetarian cannibal. And that was going to be another spirit link, and basically, you can drink the juice of a juicing Leshy and be healed for any juice damage you would take. And it would be like a reaction, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of that? Is that weird?
That works.
Okay.
That works. If you get caught in someone's juice,
yeah, you just open your mouth. You just open your mouth.
You use your reaction to survive. I would say, it'd be funny. You grow one size larger.
Permanently? Or
yeah, permanently.
Oh dang! All right, you increase in size by 1 stage permanently if you survive the process.
And we're gonna say if you get larger than gargantuan, you explode.
Alright, if this ability would make you larger than gargantuan, you explode in a juicing. If you somehow survive, you become tiny. Beautiful.
Yep.
All right.
We know it'd be pretty good.
Okay.
The number of sizes you have is how many juice. So this is you can use this reaction, right? Okay, I was gonna say maybe you get juice. It puts you down one size if you get juiced. So if the juice golem comes up and juices you while you're medium, you'll go back down to small.
Oh, okay.
So but if somebody else, normally this only if somebody else gets juiced and you get hit by the juice, you die too because it's doing so much damage and all that stuff. But you have your reaction to save you from that. But if you get targeted specifically juiced. This reaction doesn't save you.
Okay. So you increase by 1 size permanently. Okay. If your size has been increased by this ability, and you are the primary target of a juicing, comma, you juice, comma, but survive with 1 HP, comma, and reduce your size by 1 stage.
Honestly, maybe we should just make it go down to tiny. Like, it's the end of it. You get 1.
Oh, okay. All right.
So having so many...
become size tiny. All right. If your size tiny, does this ability wear off? I mean, it's a Spirit Link ability, so I assume it just keeps going.
No,
right?
you can do it.
Okay.
You can do it again. Yeah. So at that point, you're gonna, do it. Go back to small. Do it. Go back to.
What about
medium?
You are ever juiced while
tiny?
While tiny.
That's the end.
You cease to exist. Time for a new character. Mm-hmm. So they've got to think about eating juice, or they have to constantly be eating juice.
Yep.
Oh man. All right. So if people had vegetarian cannibal, do they grow from the other? Yeah, because that's how they grow. They drink the juicing of other leshies.
Yep.
All right, I like that. Okay. Check this one out. I have fruit flies, and this is another Spirit Link, and basically you grow fly wings and gain a flight speed, is it flight speed? Is that what they call it in Pathfinder? A flight speed of 20. Yeah. So it's like, no, 15, like the butterfly from Bug's Life. It just gets this little with your wings. Yep. Boom.
I mean, one of those could be covered with an item too. There's items like that.
Like fruit flies. I like the idea that your whole generation has it or whatever. But how about this? Delicious. Another Spirit Link. Alright. And basically any monster with a bite attack will
prioritize you.
Yeah, will be more likely to prioritize you.
Gotta get those pickles.
Is there any other benefit to being delicious?
Actually, how about another Spirit Link pickled? You always have the effect of a pucker pickle.
Alright, we're gonna put pickled Spirit Link. You are always under the effects of a pucker pickle, comma, it scales with your progress. Because are there different stages of pucker pickle, or is it just the one?
Let's find out. Find out.
Alright.
No, there's only one.
Alright, let's see. You can weaponize this by using an action to fart.
How about you getting a folk?
If the creature, any creatures,
I'm thinking of
any creatures with a sense of smell will know how delicious you are and need to make will saves to avoid trying to eat you. The perfect tank ability.
I'm gonna say, as a pickled Spirit Link, you have the ability to give yourself the drain condition to expel a pucker pickle for your friend.
Oh my god, disgusting. All right, all right. So one action. Nah, it's got to be two. It's definitely got to be two actions to poop out a pickle. 2 action. You poop out a pucker.
It's a 1 minute activity.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. Who's ever gonna do that? 1 minute activity. Alright. You poop out a pucker pickle. Comma. Each time you do, there is a flat check, 10? That you gain drained.
Yeah.
Alright. Takes a lot out of you. Alright, beautiful. What's another good one? Rotten. You become undead.
Yeah, sure.
That's a whole can of worms.
Yeah, that's gonna be oof. And that we can't make that one a spirit. We can't make that one a spirit link. That one's just for his body.
Okay. You don't want there to be a spirit link? Alright. You become undead with all the pros and cons that come with it. Period?
Yep.
Alright.
You could pick an undead heritage, and you get it.
Oh, really? You'd add that too? You want to just do like mummy? That's the easiest one.
Mummy.
All right.
We just give. I mean, we could just say you get the archetype. The dedication, the archetype dedication.
Is there a zombie archetype?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's like a bunch of
PF2E zombie archetype. Zombie archetype. Yeah, okay. So you gain the
zombie dedication.
Zombie archetype dedication. All right, then I have another one. Dried fruit. You gain the mummy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You gain the mummy. All right. Oh man, we're having so much fun. We only got about 5 minutes left. Let's see. All right, I'm kind of curious. We're cooking. We're definitely coming with good stuff. I want to see if the robot came up with anything more interesting. It looks like because I asked it to make so many, it stopped putting so much effort into them, which is good. And it didn't make 88, it made 50. So we'll put more AI trash.
Plant protein.
Wait, what?
Plant protein.
What's plant
That
protein?
could be
You just get swole?
yeah, you get swole.
Let's see. All right. Wait, we definitely need to have one that has to do with like the plant cells or something, but I'm not sure. All right, Wrath of the Green Mother. All Leshies on the team become enraged. They get a +5 to attack rolls and +2d6 damage, but the team must attack the nearest enemy, even if it means betraying their own team. For the next 3 rounds, no one in Leshies team is safe from their wrath. I think it should be. I think they mean maddened. That seems good.
Yeah, get confused. They get confused.
But they are confused. For 3 rounds. There we go. That's pretty sick. Should it be should it be a consumable, or does it just happen to them?
I feel like it's raging grapes or something like that. You know, like they have like a
grapes of wrath.
Yeah, grapes of wrath. Like they have like a bushel of grapes. They all take one.
Okay, so what if grapes of wrath at the beginning of each combat round, comma, flat check, DC 15 to trigger. That seems pretty good. I mean, you don't want that, but that means like if they're unlucky, like we could say can only trigger once per combat. And this should be a team buff, if that's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd really call it a buff, but whatever. That's a good one. I'm going to say that's a good one. So, it's good.
Team swap. They just have the team swap orb.
A magical orb that swaps all team members from green and purple for 1 encounter. All buff spells and active effects transfer between them. That's a little confusing.
Yeah.
Okay. Unsure on
so like
this one.
the characters switch, but the buffs stay where they are.
Yeah,
That's weird.
that'd be a pain in the ass, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll say
We
unsure.
we already have the big switch everybody already thing.
I'm telling you, all of these are just like obsessed with the switching. Betrayal wine. Target an enemy team member. They must fortitude save or betray their own team for the next 2 rounds, attacking their own allies with full. Oh my. Okay. Should we call it Bacchus?
I got one.
Bacchus.
I got
wine. There we go.
I got another one. Double agent.
Okay.
You switch teams. You know you're only going to be there for this adventure. You need to sabotage them for that while you're there.
Okay, so double agent. They'll have a secret. So like they have a goal they have to do when they get over there.
Yeah.
Okay. You are banished to the other team.
It's just this looks like a normal just switch.
No one replaces you. All right, but you can't return to your team until you complete your mission. So the secret is you cannot return to your team until you complete your secret mission. If you tell anyone about your secret mission, you fail, and that's bad. Each 30 meta minutes you are away from your team, you gain the following stacking debuffs: Doom, Drained, etc. What do you think of that? Now, like, the clock's ticking, they got to go over there, they got to get something done. What's the reward for getting it done?
So I'm thinking like what I'm thinking one of the like benefits they get over there duplicates when they come back to everybody on the team.
Okay.
So like they have to go help them do something, maybe like, you know, their mission is like, I know, help them fight a boss or help them what they encounter, and they get something loot, something like that, whatever's there. When you come back, that thing multiplies for everybody that's on their team.
All right, how about this reward? If you succeed in your mission, you can bring any one team buff or spirit link or magical item back with you. When you do, it becomes shared with the whole team like a 5th orb opening.
Yep.
Oh, dang! That person's going on an adventure in the adventure.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we should do the person knows. The person who get this orb knows it's a double agent one.
Oh yeah,
but I think we should treat it like a normal team swap. So they go over there, another person comes over.
Oh, okay.
Everybody else except for, you know, the team that got it knows that it's a double agent thing and that this person's not going to be here permanently. They're probably going to be here for like 30 seconds, 30 minutes or an hour.
What happens if it's the 5th orb that they draw? It can't really affect all 5 of them, right?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so we'll put a caveat. If this happens to be the 5th orb opened, nominate one person to be the secret agent, however, they gain 4 hero points to represent like the rest of the team going with them, because like if the whole team's a double agent, it doesn't really make sense, you know.
Well, no, I would say you only can do this, like only one person can do it at a time. Right.
But all of them have to do it.
Have the token. Once they have it, they all, like, if they open up as the 5th one, they all have this double agent token.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's,
and then, like,
you want
to
be a consumable then.
Yeah, like consumable, yes.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
What a mess. All right. Okay. Then juicing shockwave. When a Leshy is juiced, the explosion sends out shockwave. For each juiced Leshy, roll a d4 on a 4. A random Leshy on the opposite team gets juiced as well. Well, I wouldn't say a 25% chance, but that's pretty neat. All right. What about juicing across timelines? And this will be a spirit link. Okay, so when you are juiced, comma, there is a 5% chance. We have flat check 1. No, flat check 20, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, flat check 20. That's a 20 or higher, right? It's a flat check 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There is a flat check 20 that a random Leshy on the opposing team is also juiced. That's bananas. Okay.
I mean, you could have one of the gachapons be other team gets a juice golem. Like you have an orb, it's consumable. And you crack it, and oh, I got an idea.
All right.
These things that are like this, this thing instead of being a flat check, 20, like you do it, but it happens. It does for both. Like it happens here and there. So yeah, you choose to juice yourself. But someone over there, wherever you are, when you juice yourself, it happens over there.
Like your juice appears over there?
Yeah, like you put the cross, it places over on the other side. I guess the question is like, you know,
if they're not in the same dungeon,
yeah, no, never mind.
All right, we got Growth Spurt Potion, which essentially gives you a kaiju for your guy. That's pretty cool. Okay, so your Leshy can go kaiju. All right. This effect wears off after, what, 10 minutes? 1 minute? We'll do 1 minute. Alright.
Summon 3 Treant allies to fight alongside.
That one's pretty good.
Yeah, and I mean, what you could do with that too is make it be like normal summoning. You instantly get 3 of them, and then you have 3 actions to let them do stuff. You know, you spend 1 action to get the other one 2. You spend another action to get the other one 2.
Yeah,
I like that. Action to get the other one 2.
Okay.
They get the minion trait.
I don't think that they have to swap allegiance at random, though. I think
no. That can get rid of that.
Mirror Bloom, create a duplicate of yourself. This Leshy double has all your abilities and gear, but switches sides after the first round. So
you become an NPC ally for the other team.
I like that. Okay, so, but upon the completion of your next initiative encounter, the clone goes to the other team. Does it then come back after it finishes an encounter over there?
No. If most people get this, then we're gonna have a bunch of
all right. So how about this?
Leshies.
After completing an initiative encounter with the opposing team, it looks around sadly, says goodbye,
does the peace sign,
and juices.
No.
All right, that one's good. Okay. All right, we could do this forever, but I feel like we got some good ones out of this. Yeah. And it's a good start.
Yeah, and like again, we still have tons of items and stuff like that to grow through as well.
Yeah, we could just hand out items and sacks full of consumables and all that. So our goal will be to get this, and everything custom that we build, we have to also build in Foundry, which is a whole thing. So we don't want to have too many custom things, but
yeah,
I'd like at least half of them to be like weird custom shit, and then the other half can just be dope ass items and feats and stuff like that that's already in the game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sounds good. All right. Thank you everybody for hanging out in chat. If you're excited about Extra Life, you can go check it out. Donate. You can also message me on Discord to see if there is a spot left in either of the games, or to be a substitute in case somebody can't make it or they get sick or something like that, or there's a number of other things that we need help with. So if you want to help or donate, let me know. And I hope everybody has a great Friday night, and we'll see you next time.
All right, take care.
Night, everybody.